Welcome to Lunara Learning Hub. In this section, we are going to learn how to create an HR analytics dashboard. We are going to learn how to calculate for your headcount, your attrition rate. We are also going to look at how to calculate your satisfaction score and performance, looking at attrition from various departments, age, and employment type. So this is the sample date dashboard that you are going to create at the end of this video. And you are also going to filter by gender, attrition. You are going to apply your filters to make your dashboard interactive as this. So just download the data sets and let's walk through together to have your dashboard being created. Welcome to Lunara Learning Hub. We are going to create an HR analytics dashboard. This is our data set, our employee ID, the names of employees, the gender, age, date of birth, location, department, job title, the type of employment, the hire date, the termination date. We also have the performance rating, monthly salary, the training hours, leave days, attrition, the job level, satisfaction, marital status, then the exit date. Here is the sample of the data sets that we are going to work with. So you could see it's a robust data set. So to whenever you have a data set and you would want to work on a project, always have in mind to create a copy of your data set so that in case any mistake happens, you can go back to the original data set for reference. So here we are going to create a copy of the data set. We have our data set being created. So you can name it, you can rename it, employee data underscore. Then you also create another. So we have the duplicate of our data. We are going to use the pivot table to categorize our data into different segments. And it's going to help our analysis. In Microsoft Excel, one of the major tools inbuilt tools that you can use in Excel is pivot table for any major analysis. So now that we have our data, let's insert our pivot table. You go to the Insert tab, then you select your pivot table. From the table range, you have options to choose whether the pivot table should be placed on a new worksheet or an existing one. If then you select OK, we are moving it onto a new worksheet. You can name it, rename it as your insight sheet. First of all, let's calculate our total number of employees. We have our employees name here. So this is our total number of employees. Then let's rename it. Just select the cell that has the name or the title of the table. So let's rename it as our total number of employees. When you double click, this pop-up can show this field. You can rename it here or correct, edit it, your name. So I just edited it to be total number of employees. Then let's calculate for our head count to know the actual number of people who are currently with the company. And to know that, you need to calculate your total attrition. So let's select Control All, Control A to select the entire table, then Control C to copy it, then you paste it here. So if you want to do your new calculation, just have to remove this from the value field here. Then you have an empty table. Let's calculate for our attrition. We have our attrition here to be we have our attrition to be 27. So here you realize that in the data set we have the attrition status to indicate whether the employee has left or he or she is still with the company. Then we have the exit dates, which identify those who have left and the day that they departed. So when you are calculating for the attrition, you need to use the exit date. So we have our total count of exit dates here. This is our attrition. Let's rename it. So when you are renaming a field, a cell, then you realize that it has already been stored or it is already in the the name of the table already exists in the table, you just make sure you bring a space bar after your name. Then you have it here. So our total attrition is 27 employees. Now let's calculate for our head count. And our head count is the total number of people that left over the average number of employees. So here, to know our head count at start, which is the total number of people at the beginning of the period, is 89 employees. And, and to know our head count at the end of our analysis or the period is to subtract the total number of people at the beginning of the period over minus the attrition. So our head count at start was 89. Then our head count at the end will be the total number of people at the beginning minus the attrition. So currently, this is our head count. Then let's calculate for our average head count. The average head count is calculated by the total number of people at the beginning the total number of people at the beginning of the period plus the total number of people at the end of the period divided by 2 to get your average head count, which is 75.5. And as usual, we don't have zero point 0.5 in counting employees. So you need to round it up into a whole number. So approximately we have 76 employees. Now let's calculate our attrition rate. Which is the total number of employees at the beginning, the total number of employees that left divided by the average head count times 100. Let's convert it into percentage. We have 36% as our attrition rate. So here, our major KPIs are our current head count, our attrition rate, and the total number of employees. Now, let's also calculate for the total annual salary. We let's copy this attrition, Control A to highlight the table, then Control C, copy and paste. Let's do for a total annual salary. We drag and place it here. We have our total annual salary being created here, 449,592 cedis. We can rename it as our annual salary. You can just double click it, this field would pop up, then you can rename it. So we have our annual salary being created. So we have our annual monthly salary. We can segment our salary into different category to enable us know how much the company spends on each department. So here you can copy it, then you paste it, you can open it, then now let's segment it by department. Copy and drag your department into the role section. We have it segmented. Our finance department spending 557,000, the HR 83,000, IT, the legal, the marketing, we have them being segmented. So you just have to rename the column department. Let's now calculate our attrition by department. So you can just copy your attrition, then paste it here, you segment it by department. We have our attrition. We are able to know the number of people that have left in any department. So with the finance department, we have 3 people that have left so far. We have the HR, 4 people, the IT, 7 people. So here you can even determine where we are experiencing a higher attrition. So you can also sort it from the smallest to the largest, or largest to the smallest. We have the IT department being experiencing a higher attrition. So with a quick glance, you are able to determine that the IT department is experiencing a higher turnover. So let's also calculate for our attrition by age. So you copy it, then you paste it. You go into the departments, you remove it, and age. You realize that the ages of the employees ranges from 22 to 60. What we have to do here is to group the ages of the employees. So select the whole column, you right click, then you group it. You can determine the interval. It can be 10 or 5. Let's choose 5. So we have it here. Then always remember to rename it. This our age, I think is quite long, but you can maintain it as such. We have our age from 22 to 26. We have 4 people that have left who are in this age range. We have also uh, 3 people, I think 6 people who have left who are also within the range of 32 to 36. So in our analysis, this can also help us to determine which age range are leaving. All these evaluations helps you to re-strategize your recruitment. You know the number, the kind of people you are bringing in with a certain age limit. So let's calculate, segment our annual salary into contract type. You realize that we have various type of employment. We have employees who are on contracts, others on part-time basis, and also employees that are on full-time employment. We want to know the money that goes into each employment category. So let's go here. Just select your table, the annual salary table. Then you paste it here. Let's change the department, select the employment type. So we have it segmented. Let's rename it. We can quickly determine where the highest amount of money is going, which people are taking more. So let's sort it from the largest to the smallest. Then we realize that the highest amount that we are spending on as salary goes to the part-time employment. The part-time people are usually pro bono consultants and many more. Then followed by the contracts and the full-time employees. So at a glance, you will be able to determine where most of your money, the company's um, salary is going to. If you have any strategies to develop, you can employ them here if we want to make sure that uh, we retain most of the money to either upskill our present employees so that we can reduce the part-time staff. It can help to reduce this amount of money. So always just have it in mind when you are digging into a data. Where what is the data trying to tell me? In this case, we realize that we are spending more on part-time employees, whereby these people spend less time with the company. Why don't we upskill our current workforce? Then, even if we want to increase their compensation, we can do so that we can reduce the amount of money being spent on these part-time employees. What usually happens is that the full-time employees have been with the company for long, and if you are able to upskill these people to take up higher roles and responsibilities, it in the long run helps the company to save costs. So, as an HR analyst, what will you do if you come across certain information in your data? This is what you have to do. You can consider doing it. The full-time employees, they are there. The part-time employees are there. Let's go to the attrition to determine whether the employees that are leaving, how many of them are full-time and how many of them are part-time employees. So remove the salary, then the attrition, that's the exit date. Realize that most of the employees that are leaving are the part-time employees, and the full-time and the contract employees have the same number leaving. What does this tells you as an analyst? Meaning, these people don't spend much time with the company. And most of our attrition, the people that are leaving, are coming from these part-time staff. Then why don't we upskill or even reskill our full-time employees to take on higher responsibilities? This become a strategic initiative to safeguard, to save cost. Always bear in mind as an analyst that you want to cut down costs. How can you improve this situation? What can you do about it based on the insight that you are retrieving from the data? So this is a sample scenario that you would have to do. Let's let's calculate our attrition by job title. So you can copy any of the tables, you paste it. So here, let's remove the job level. We have our job titles here. our exit. So we have it being broken down. Let's go ahead to calculate for our attrition by job title to also know the kind of roles that are leaving, the people that are leaving. So you can just copy this table, then you paste it. Let's remove the contracts, place it by uh, job level, then the attrition by the exit date. Realize that we have our job level. Remember to label it the entry level, the mid, the senior level. Most of our people that are leaving are senior level roles. Then we also have the entry level people that are also leaving. There's also a signal to work on your onboarding, uh, either what is happening there. Because these entry level roles usually they are people that haven't been with a company for long. And most entry level positions are meant for people within 1 to 3 years. So if we are experiencing a higher exit rate with our entry level employees, then we need to one look at our onboarding, because that's the entry point of every employee into the organization. Is the integration process of every employee. So it needs to be always be attended to with much importance. So here, and also the senior level realize that most of them are leaving. Why? It could be as a result that most of these senior level people are part-time workers. Okay, then let's work on that. Or these senior level people, it could be they want to leave. What must you do as an analyst? You need to check and start working on your succession planning because these people are leaving. What can we do to make sure we have these roles being filled? Then we need to have a succession plan to make sure that the transition and the exit of these senior staff are being taken care. So let's see these people, if most of the senior people are part-time employees. So we have to remove the exit rate, the job level, and the attrition status. Well, then the exits, let's go to the contract type. You can have your filter by your contract type. So we have it here, or you can do it the other way around, whereby you have your attrition here, then your attrition status here. Then you filter to know the people that have left. Yes, we have them here. These people, let's also get the entry level at our filter. That's the job level. So you filter by the senior level. You realize that most of the employees that are leaving are within the part-time range. So the employees that are leaving are part-time staff, which is also indicating and confirming why the senior level people, most of them are leaving. As an analyst, all this informs you to know what must be done. On a normal level, when you look at the data and what's happening in an organization, you can just make a mere guesswork that, oh, you think that if the people that we employ as part-time people should be reduced, we can save costs. But what shows? What evidence do you have? Because whatever suggestion that you make as an HR or someone who is aspiring to be an analyst, or you want to use analytics to improve your reporting strategy, you need to always dig into the data, get to know the patterns, connect each and every pattern, check the trend, then observe it and deduce whether there could be any signal in the trend. You could realize that there is some kind of connection here whereby we are spending more on part-time people, and here the part-time people are the people that are leaving the most. What must we do? We need to work on something to make sure we can reduce our compensation cost, and also if here you realize that the entry level people, most of them are leaving, we need to check our culture. What's happening? What other strategies can we make sure we have an engaging environment whereby employees feel valued and satisfied? All these are things that you need to dig into when working on data as an analyst. So we have our major analysis being done here. These are the few analyses that we are going to look at. We have our total number of employees, attrition, the total annual salary, the total headcounts, our attrition rate, the department, and its segments of annual salaries. Then we have attrition by department, the age, showing the age of the people leaving. If it is older people, we need to work on it. So always you are trying to look into the thing to deduce, to find out what's happening. What can we do? What's happening? You must be an inquisitive person, asking questions. What's happening? What can we do? So the moment you are able to find out what's happening, you can move on to what can we do. So here, the age, we can know that the highest number of people, as we said, is in the range of 36, which you can do something about it. We have our employment type, the annual salary, the job level being segmented, the employment type by contracts, and the attrition being segmented. Then we also have our job level, then our exit date being segmented, filtered by our job level. So these are the major analysis that we are going to do. So let's quickly go to in creating a dashboard based on our analysis. So let us create our dashboard. We are going to start with our KPIs. So let us insert our text box. We are going to concentrate on four major KPIs. So let us duplicate this text box. First of all, let us format it into a no fill empty text box so that we can see the numbers. So copy and paste 4 times. So make sure you have it aligned in 2 columns in the spreadsheet. So we have them in 2 columns. Now, let us go and bring in our data. So you select the text box, press your equal sign, Then you go to where your data is. Then you select your head count. You press enter. You have your head count in the text box. So let us title it, insert your the title head count. No fill. Let us change the text color so we can see it. You can also bolden the text. So we have it bolden here. Let us do, you can center it as well. So let us do same for the next KPI. Select your text box, go to select your attrition. Let us title it attrition. Let us do same for our third KPI. That's our attrition rate. Let us do same here for our annual salary. Let us title it as our total salary. You can either title it as your annual salary, or also you can title it as your total employee salary for the year. But let us use total salary. So this is our four major KPIs that we are going to focus on. So let us insert our chart attrition by department. You can choose the column. Let us choose. Let us select the bar chart. You can cut and paste it in your dashboard. It- Select the lines and delete it, the total, to make room for the visuals. So let us hide the filled bottoms. Let us title it this attrition by department. You can delete the S as. Let us show the data labels. Then you can rename the chart. The chart name is here. The automatic name is chart 2. So let us rename it to attrition by department. This is going to help you in using the slices to filter when we get to the interactive stage of this dashboard. Let us insert our next chart. So this time around, we are looking at the monthly salary by department. You cut it, then you paste it in your dashboard. Let us do the same editing. You delete the lines, the totals, the S as's, then you format, then you hide the filled bottoms, the data labels. Let us title it monthly salary by department. So you can rename this chart as well as salary by department. So we have our charts here. Let us insert our next chart: attrition by contract type. You paste it. Let us delete, format it, title it attrition by contract employment type. Let us hide the filled bottoms. Let us show the data labels. So we have our attrition by employment type. Let us rename the chart as contract type. Now let us insert attrition by age. Let us insert our pivot table. Let us format the chart and the title by age. Delete. Let us hide the filled bottoms. So we have our attrition by age. Let us insert attrition by job level. We can let us use bar charts. attrition by job level. Let us hide the float buttons. Let us rename it. So we have our data labels. So now we have almost all of our charts here. Let us rename this chart 4 attrition by age. So now we can do our formatting. Let us, do a little formatting. So let us arrange our visuals on the dashboard. So we have them here. Let us insert our slider for gender. So we have our slider gender here. We can format the size. So we have it neatly formatted here. So let us Bring this visual down. Do the size. And change the color here. The blue. And let's format this visual to confirm this. Bolding the titles. Format the title, the font size, let us format this. Holding it the front size to be 12. Okay, so let us bring this dashboard here. So what we are going to do is create another page. So here, let us rename this sheet as graphs, and here as dashboard. So we are going to bring all our graphs onto this dashboard. And I've already created a background template for this particular dashboard. So what we are going to do is to insert the template. You will find this template beneath for download. You have to check the site description to find the data set and also the background template for download. So here, first of all, let us remove the grid lines. So we have our blank page here. Now let us insert our template. So let us start with our KPI. So we are going to bring our headcounts. You can copy our headcount, just paste it here. The font size, let us reduce the font size. So we have the font size reduced to the 16. The shape outline, let us remove it. So we have our head count here. Let us bring our total salary. Reduce the font size to 14. Then the outline, We have it. Let us insert our attrition rate. Reduce the font size. Let us insert our total employees. So we have our total employees here, which is 89. So we just have to insert it. I forgot I needed to, so the graph can have it. So our total employees, and we are going to bring in our total employees. So just as we did for the previous KPIs, then we have our total employees here. You can increase it. We are not going to really need it here. So let us ignore it here. So now let us send it to our dashboard. So now we have our KPIs here. We have our total employees, the headcount, the total annual salary, the attrition rate as well. So these are the KPIs that we calculated earlier on. So let us bring our visuals. So let us attrition by type. So make sure resize it to make sure it fits text box. So now we have it here. You can let us do some small formatting here. Let us remove the background. So we've removed the background. Then let us format the text. Then the visuals. Now let us raise size, the font size to be, let's say, 11. So we have it here. Let us bring our next chart. So let us apply the same formatting. So you can select this chart. Then you go to the Home tab, the Format Painter, you click on it. Then you have it formatted here. So let us remove the background. So we have it formatted as the first one. So we have it here. Okay, so the let us bring in the other visuals. So you can format it, the film, then you can change the text, the shape outline, so we have it here. So let us insert our monthly salary by department. So you copy, so just drag and drop into the chart. Let us format it with our format painter. So you can, so we have our monthly salary here. Let us format the numbers as well. So we have our monthly salary by department. Let us bring in our attrition by job level. So let us format this as well. Minimize it to make sure it fits the template. Then let us apply our formatting. The shape fill, remove the background color to no color. Then the text, make sure you format it to white, just as the previous ones. The shape, the shape outline, let us remove the shape outline. So the legend, we can have it beneath here. The data labels, the data label, we can show it. So let us show the data label. So let us do some small formatting here. With a donut, let us, so this, and let's go in for this. Let me see if, let us move. So we have our attrition by job level. We have it here. Let us bring our filter. We are going to filter by gender. So let us format the filter, the slicer. Let us do some small formatting here. With the width, it's kind of okay. Let us apply filtering. Let's leave the title. Let me see. So now we have it. So let us insert our slider. We have it here. Let us do some little formatting. So we are left with our satisfaction rating and performance rating. We have them here. So average rating. Let us first of all insert our text box. So we are going to apply the same formatting tech technique that we use, the same formatting procedure. So you select it, your equal to sign, you go to where, so we have our average satisfaction rating and performance rating. So we have it here. Press enter. Let me see if that's so the average performance rating, that's the second one. Then apply your let us apply our formatting, our text, remove the shape outline to make sure it fits. You copy and paste. Then let us do same for our satisfaction rating. Delete it. Make sure you delete what's the performance rating that we previously calculated. Now we are doing same for the satisfaction score. So we have the average satisfaction score. You apply the same formatting, the shape outline, you remove it, then the text. So we have our dashboard here. Let us do some small formatting. Let us expand this. So we just did a little adjustment to this. We just expanded the visual just to make sure it's visually appealing. Make sure that each and every number on the dashboard it's well presented. So we have our dashboard here. So we have our total employees, our headcount, total annual salary, the attrition rate. We are going to filter by gender, male and female. We have our satisfaction and performance rating score. We have our attrition by department. We have our monthly salary by department. Then we also have our attrition by job level. We have our attrition by age. Then we have also have our attrition by employment type. Here, let us expand the visuals. So this is our dashboard. that we've created. This dashboard basically helps you to identify your satisfaction rating and your performance rating. So now let us go ahead to filter. If there is already report connection, if your slicer is already connected, when you filter, it is going to filter for you exactly. So you realize that our dashboard has been filtered. Our total female employees was 44. Our head count for female is 32. Then our total salary, we have it here. Then our attrition rate, 32%. We also have our attrition by department. Realize that IT and sales, there haven't been any people that have left. All the employees are still with the company. We have our monthly salary distributed across various departments. Then we have our attrition by job level. We have our attrition by age. We have our attrition by employment type as well. So let us filter by female. You realize that by the male, we just filtered by the male. So you realize that the total employees was 45, then the headcount male was 30. Then we have our attrition for male 40%. Then we have our total salary. We also have our attrition by department. Then all the visuals has been filtered as well. So this is how you can build your. So this is our dashboard that we've created, our HR analytics dashboard. This dashboard basically is helping us to determine our attrition, the number of people that left various departments according to job level, per age, and also per contract type. And we're able to also identify the satisfaction rating and the performance of these employees. Further, we went on to also classify our annual salary into various departments. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more insightful videos coming up